So what I have to do is to sync everything. I say take one. So I have to find that file within this video file and then sync it with the phone or anything that I'm using to match it up. So good morning everyone, my name is Buntag. So I'm gonna take my nephew home right now. This is my nephew Earl.
Give me the money, bitch. Give me the money. Give me the money, bitch. Give me the money, just give me the money, bitch. Give me the money. Give me the money, bitch. Give me the money, bitch. Give me the money, bitch.
GoPro is freaking awesome. You know, with a GoPro app, I can check out what I can do on here. I'm gonna run through Hempstead real quick. I heard some upsetting news. Like there was an article about the 10 ghetto places in New York, and it's sad, but the places that I am from, Hempstead and Uniondale, were like 7 and 9 or something like that, which is upsetting because there's some really good people here. It's always a big topic how to make a place that's bad good, but what can you do? I mean, I don't know what you can do. But staying on the positive note, you know, I already had little businesses while I was in the Philippines, like little mom and pop stuff and little stuff just to make some extra money. So, and just to survive basically. A lot of people were surprised that I've had my businesses in the Philippines operate for a while now, because I think from their perspective, they probably, or they know somebody that had a bad experience as far as, you know, business being ran. They've had troubles where, you know, you have people who are taking care of the businesses. They end up ripping off the investors or the person that's providing the capital for these investments. This is we're in Hempstead right now. This is, I think, Franklin Avenue. No, Franklin Street. A lot of great people living here. I don't know why. Sometimes it only takes a few to spoil the stew. I think that's how the saying goes. Sometimes this hinders a lot of, I guess I'm not an OFW because I've been living here in America for so long. A lot of OFWs as well as Filipinos who do these type of investments and they get burned by it. Some of them, you know, they feel very scorned. You know, they feel very hurt, obviously, because one, you're ruining the relationship you have with that person. Two, the money in the capital is a wash. It's not there anymore because it got lost. It got manipulated, and you know, saying that I can understand losing an investment because I have had many investments that didn't go through, and you know, it's just a part of life when you're conducting businesses. Some things just don't happen, but it just hurts more that it was taken or stolen or mistreated by your family member or a friend or somebody you trusted that would help you flourish your business. Right now we're going through near Main Street, the heart of Hempstead. A lot of great shops here. You know, a lot of people here in Long Island are really reluctant to come down here because a lot of stupid things happen around this area, but a lot of great people around here. We're not all bad in Hempstead, right? At the end of the day, I would suggest any Filipino or any person that, you know, wants to conduct business. At the end of the day, you got to be a really good talent. You got to be really good at picking the right talent and hiring them for the right position that you're trying to, you know, fulfill. One, you have to be really good at choosing good management and great people that can be coached, eventually work on their own. You would be very fortunate to have a employee that views the business as their own and has enough pride to always look for the best for the business rather than just a paycheck from you. And it's fine because you have people like that. What can you do? There's going to be the lazy people. There's going to be people who have ambition. And, you know, sometimes it's sad to say, but some people are built for just a particular capacity. You know, obviously everybody can work hard and bust their butt. However, there are just those people who are just lackadaisical, and there's nothing wrong with that because the way I am, I guess, in life, and I learned this from my father, like indirectly, like, you know, because, you know, my father's working all the time. My parents are always working like 20-hour days. So just being observative and looking at how they are and how other hardworking people are, I noticed that you get what you get in life because of what you put into it. I really believe that you can live whatever life you want It's just that just be happy with the results. If you're really happy with the results, then do your thing. If you're not happy with the results of your life, whether at whatever point you are, young or old, then you better change. You have no freaking choice. You better change, because no one's gonna really help you. I found out the hard way. You know, I have had many failed businesses in both countries, but for some reason, every let's say 5 or 6 failed ideas, which is it's basically a learning process anyway. Every 5 or 6 ideas, that 7th idea or that 8th idea or whatever number idea has always paid for my investments for the other 4 or 5 or however how many. I guess it's a factor of constantly moving forward, getting up and just pushing and everything like that, and being persistent. A lot of people are looking at me crazy because it looks like I'm talking to myself, which I pretty much am talking to myself, right? So once again, I want to thank you for your time, because I know it's very valuable. You know, I am very fortunate that you guys give me the time. And please subscribe if you want. Get me on Twitter, get me on Facebook, and get me on IG. So take care and have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Give me the money. Give me the money, bitch. Give me the money, bitch.